Hello, everyone. This is the Chicago Sports Talk. Michael here today with another video. Well, I wouldn't say it's probably a prediction, but it's a possible take that the Bears a will have the first overall pick. They're in the race for it now, but it's very possible it could happen over these next two remainder games. So if you look at the Texans, who have the first overall pick, their next two games are against the Jaguars and the Colts, who are starting their third string quarterback, Nick Foles. And Nick Foles didn't even look that impressive last night against the Chargers. And the next two games of the Chicago Bears are against the Lions and against the Vikings. So, folks, some scenarios, only one scenario has to involve the Chicago Bears getting the first overall pick. It involves the Bears losing out, and it involves the Texans winning one of their games. Either the Texans, not the Texans beating the Jaguars or the Colts. The Jaguars look like they're trying to make for a possible playoff push. Meanwhile, the uh the Colts, who look like they have pretty much been done. So they're and if you choke a 33-0 lead, that's telling me you're gonna lose out the rest of the year, dude. But can the Bears have the first overall pick? Yes. And now let's just say hypothetically it happens. Hypothetically. There is a lot of scenarios of what the Chicago Bears can do with the first overall pick. They could take the best player in the draft, which would be Will Anderson, or they can trade down that pick to get a king ransom of first round picks, folks. Teams have teams that desperately need a quarterback. The Texans, the Colts, the the Lions, the Panthers, the Raiders probably are gonna be most likely be teams that are desperate for quarterback. Maybe even the Seahawks for that matter. So if I let's just say hypothetically, we have the first overall pick. I am looking to trade down to get a king's ransom of first round picks. Like the first overall pick, folks, costs a lot of first round, second round picks. Like I'm telling you, I've seen this story millions of times. The 49ers did it with the Dolphins. We did it with the 49ers as well in one year. But um folks, I think the Bears will have the first overall pick if I had to put money on it, because the last two remainder of our games, the Lions, who are fighting for a playoff spot, and the Vikings, who are fighting for the number 1 seed, and pretty much the Bears look like they are going to indeed lose out, and the Colts, their only tough opponent is the Jaguars. Would I be surprised if the Texans went against the Jaguars? No, because the Texans have always beaten the Jaguars, even in the Texans' worst scenarios. They even beat them one time this year. But there is a lot of folks. There is a lot of possibilities that the Bears can do with the first overall pick. But if I was the general manager, I would possibly look to trade down with a team that is falling in love with the Bryce Youngs, the CJ Strouds, the Will Lettuce of the draft. Like, folks, the Bears do not need a quarterback. Well, according to some delusional fans on Facebook, they think we need to take Bryce Young or CJ Stroud, folks. But we don't even address these fans. Those fans are retarded people that think they know football, but they don't. They pretend to be smart and think that quarterbacks fix the issue, but that's a story for another time. The point of the matter is that the Bears have a lot of ways. They got the complete control of the draft if they have the first overall pick. Now, is it possible we can win our next two games against the Lions? I mean, the Lions, mm, I'm not gonna root for the team to lose because people seem to think that, oh, we need to lose so we can get, folks. I think the only person I want from this draft class is Will Anderson, but that's not going to be a case. It's going to be either Will Anderson, Jalen Crowder, or Jackson Smith and Jigba, who everyone wants to get because he has chemistry with Fields. So, but let me know what you guys think in the comments. If the Bears hypothetically have the first overall pick, what do you think they should do? Take the best player available or trade down and get a king ransom of picks? Because, folks, getting a king's ransom helps you in the future. Look at the Lions. The Rams are currently the worst team in football. But I don't think I can use that as an example. Look at the Detroit Lions, who traded Matthew Stafford for a first round pick. They currently hold the number 3 spot at the time of recording of this video. So this, I mean, not the Lions, the Seattle Seahawks hold the 3rd overall pick at the recording of this video. Oh yeah, sorry folks. Russell Wilson got traded to Denver, and the Seattle Seahawks currently have the 3rd overall pick at the time of recording of this video. So I'm just saying, folks, let me know what you think. Let me know what you guys would do if you were in a position where you have the 1st overall pick and you're Chicago Bears. You don't necessarily need a quarterback. What do? Do you either pick the best player available, which is Will Anderson, or do you trade down? Personally, to me, I would trade down, except for the future drafts and many years to come, folks. So let me know. I'm going to let the Bears Nation speak its mind. As always, thanks for watching.